What's up, gang? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a great week. It's been several days since we've live streamed, so I wanted to get you all up in here. And there's a lot of chatter going around in Yankees land. Rumors, trade ideas, trade proposals, rumors, and blah, blah, blah. And I want to make sure that you all heard about them. If you hadn't, I want to make sure that you're in on it. And I want to know what you think. So shout out to everybody in here. Texas. Okay, exactly. Rumors are rumors. Exactly. There's some stuff that inside people are proposing as well. But you're right, rumors are rumors until they're proven otherwise. So that's a good point, Texas. Stephen B's in the house. Barry Bruce is here. Happy birthday, Texas. Happy 70, my friend. So everybody wish Texas happy birthday, man. That's awesome. Awesome, man. Wishing you all the best, my friend. Wishing you all the best. Raven Pose here. Hayden Beer. Al Morast. What is good, everybody? Shout out to everybody in here. Yeah. Yamamoto, Lee, the Cuban reliever, Candelario, Kumar. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we'll go over this as well. I want to make sure that you know what's going on here. Kelsey and the Chiefs beating the Broncos 13-0. No surprise. Jonathan's here. What is happening, Kang? What is going on? 4 Train Mazes in the house, too. Johnny Almonte's here. Peter, Robert, Dev. What is good? Mike Consigliere's in the house. We got the Emperor of Texas, the Prime Minister of California. We got royalty up in here. Shout out to all of you. Larry's here too. Shout out to Houston. Larry's here. Oh, my man. All right. 3-1 Phillies. All right. The Phillies might close this out. I mean, they might close the Braves out, and in which case they'd be facing the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NLCS, and that'll be probably a bigger challenge and a more exciting playoff round than this one. So they're really doing a good job at shutting the Braves down and countering everything the Braves have for them. So Rangers swept ball. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So let's get to this, gang. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of you heard a lot of stuff, and we've talked about it too with Juan Soto. And recently, there's been an idea floating around that, rather than the Yankees, because the initial proposal was the Yankees try to get Juan Soto and offer Spencer Jones and Chase Hampton, a couple of these other folks, like 1 and 4 to get him. But now there's another proposal saying, what if they offer to take on a bad contract? Will it lessen the prospect capital return? It should, theoretically. Okay. And, some names are mentioned, and, they have their infielder, their second baseman there, who's under control for 7 more years. 7 more freaking years starting this year. Okay. And there's talk about him regressing a bit offensively and so on. Taylor Swift is getting on your nerves. Lorenzo. Oh, man. I know, man. people got some feelings about it, man. I tell you. So the back to this infielder. And why am I drawing a blank on his name? Yeah. Wait, I did a video on this morning. And they had a video on meeting to figure out improvements, and then Judge was in the meeting, and they're going to brief Garrett Cole too. Improvements to the clubhouse, improvements to the dining area and to the sleeping area and all this stuff. Sleep rooms, yes. And Jay Cronenworth is the name. There it is. Yes, and so, Jay Cronenworth would be the contract to give up. I mean, the Padres are very motivated to lower payroll. They have to. They're pretty much mandated to do. And Jay Cronenworth has a 7-year, $80 million deal starting this year. So you make $9 million next year, I think $10 million, and then it's like $11 or $12 million for the next 5 years after that, 30 to 36 years. And he's regressed. I mean, from 22 home runs, like 17 down to 12 or something like that, home run wise. But his defense, to the counterpoint, he's gone from 982 to 983 to 992 to 997. So he's become an elite defender, which is countering his offense. So, and what's up, Tal? What's good? Cronenworth, there it is. There he is. Joey from the Shift is here. There he is. Hop on, Joey, if you want, man. Hop on, dude. I'll send you the link if you'd like. So I want to know what you're thinking about this too. Let me get this to you right now, actually, so I don't forget. Well, if you do want to hop on, you're more than welcome to, brother. Here you go, dude. I'm sending you a message. All right, here we go. Because I want to know what you think of this. Okay, just sent your text of the link. This one here, I mean, it's an interesting one. And again, and I agree with Matt. Like if Cronenworth's going to be part of this deal, and if you could make it easier for you to get a Juan Soto by helping take some more payroll off the Padres books, then yeah. I'm saying no Spencer Jones. I'll give you Everson Pereira. I'll give you Trey Sweeney, maybe even a Johnny Brito or Randy Vasquez, right? And another a prospect or two. So all controllable years, all affordable contracts. We'll take on, we're going to probably assume 30 to 35 million this year for arbitration alone for Juan Soto, and then you add Cronenworth's contract on top of it. And keep in mind, Cronenworth plays generally second, sometimes first. He could eventually replace Rizzo, or bringing a guy like him in makes it easier for them to move Gleyber Torres for pitching. I know people are like, why do you keep talking about moving Torres? Well, he's got trade value. Whenever you have a guy like that, and the fact is, Cronenworth's contract is going to be half the size of what Torres' contract is going to be after the season. Torres is going to make no less than $20 million per after the season, right? So that to me it makes it a feasible proposal. If you're assuming a guy like Cronenworth who can assume second base duties, maybe assume first base duties or whatnot, and still allows you to bring in Oswald Peraza for third base, right? Unless you have to trade Oswald Peraza, then you go get a guy like Jeimer Candelario if you can. But this allows you to do things here. And again, you're basically swapping contracts for Cronenworth and Gleyber Torres. You're going to cut it in half after this year and still have a guy here for the next 6 years. So the Yankees have enough for Soto, Jonathan. It's just a question of what is enough. Like, I doubt they're going to dump Stanton's contract. I doubt it. Unless you get a gullible team that will be willing to take some of it. So, but we'll see. But again, they have they have the ability to assume Cronenworth's contract. They do. So that to me puts the Yankees at an advantage. Assuming a bad contract, they get a guy like Soto. If they can keep someone like Spencer Jones, who could play the outfield, right? Who could play first base. Maybe he's a guy that they might be able to grow for first base. A bigger guy. We don't want to start getting injury prone either. You put him at first, and you have Cronenworth at second, or something like that. So, yeah, Judge has some big ideas. He did share with management. Okay. But again, this is an interesting proposal because it makes it gives another avenue of a possibility to get a guy like Juan Soto. Okay. There's another proposal that was talked today about from an MLB insider. And this is a trade, potentially blockbuster trade with the Brewers. Let me pull this up. It's a trade to get Corbin Burns and shortstop Willie Adames. Okay. And they're both going to be available. And what's his name? The MLB insider, Robert Murray is his name. And he's floating this proposal. So, yeah, I'd be curious to know what Judge's proposal is, too. I'm really curious. I don't think they're going to share that insight with us. What happened? I'm here, gang. I'm here. I'm here. Hang on. Hang on. Can you all hear me? My face is off the screen. Start cam. Here we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Something froze on me. I'm back. Yes, he's the guy who was like worshiping Jeter. So, and picture's back now, Jonathan. Picture's back. I don't know what the heck happened there. Sorry. But Willie Adames, but he's a shortstop. I don't know where they're going to play him. And honestly, I'm a little hesitant about Corbin Burns. And this is a trade probably better for the Dodgers or someone like that. Texas, the Emperor of Texas. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. D-Rod, what's good? Appreciate you, Kyron. Happy birthday to Texas Buckeyes. 70th birthday today. He's spending it with us. Let's give him some love and wish him a happy birthday. So the proposal is blockbuster deal. Corbin Burns, they're both scheduled to be free agents after this year. So he's suggesting that the Yankees go after him. I don't really know what the details are of his proposal, but he's suggesting that the Yankees try to pursue both of these guys. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Yankees trade package. Here we go. The trade package. Package fronted by an upper-level prospect, likely Peraza or Everson Pereira. Okay. Well, if you're going to get Willie Adames, you're going to send them Oswald Peraza, obviously, and 2 upper minors pitchers. 2 of Drew Thorpe, Chase Hampton, Will Warren. I say no right off the bat right there. I'm done. I'm not even – if you want that, right, there he is. Got Joey Caputo from the shift in the house.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you?
Just
going over this trade proposal floated by Robert Murray and MLB Insider. The Yankees send Oswald Peraza or Everson Pereira and either 2 of Drew Thorpe, Chase Hampton, and Will Warren to the Brewers for Willie Adames and Corbin Burns. This came out today.
So what's the trade? Peraza and who?
Peraza or Pereira and 2 of Drew Thorpe, Chase Hampton, Will Warren. I personally say no to that because it's Corbin Burns and Willie Adames. They're both going to be free agents after this year.
Okay, so you got to pay. Yeah, no.
So
I wouldn't do it either.
I wouldn't do it either. I think that's more of a trade that's appropriate for some team like the Dodgers. So,
yeah, I think that's too much because with the Yankees, you're asking to give up your potential starting second baseman.
Yep.
And your potential starting, outfielder. So. Yep. That's a lot, and they have a lot of control too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These guys are both free agents after this year. So, and where are you going to play Adames? I'm not going to move Volpe to play Adames.
Oh my gosh! If you're moving Volpe, you're moving him to second base because you're putting Peraza at short. Only reason.
Yeah,
it won't be for a guy that you acquire.
Yeah, Adames is 29. Peraza's 22. Like I'm going for the youth. And 6 more controllable years. Like I'm not gonna. No way. So that's kind of a crazy proposal. But I wanted to get your take on the other proposal, the other idea being floated around in terms of Juan Soto, that the Yankees assume a contract, right? Assume Jay Cronenworth's contract. And my logic here is if it means you don't have to give up Spencer Jones or Chase Hampton, you can switch the prospect package around. Then it makes sense because it also makes it easy for you to move Torres for pitching. And with the contract that Cronenworth is going to be starting now, 7 years, $80 million, it's going to be pretty much half the price of what Torres is going to cost, right? Yeah. And I know there's been some talk about offensive regression and stuff like that, but I don't know if anybody noticed it, but his fielding percentage has gone up. It's almost perfect. Okay. And he's gone from 983 to 992 to 997 over the last 3 years. His home run production has gone down, but he's offset it with elite defense. So that to me it caught my attention. So, and I wouldn't expect him to replace Torres' offense, but if you can get a semblance of it, then you still get somebody, whether it's Lee or whoever it might be, or you do a trade for Soto, then I think it's. And if he's coming here, it's obviously come with Soto. Soto's going to be more than replace Gleyber Torres. It's offense.
Yeah.
So
So as far as that, you're improving at defense with Cronenworth, right?
Yeah.
But I said it in my video earlier. It's kind of, if you look at, and Kirshner made some great points in that article. If you look at what the Red Sox and the Dodgers did with the Mookie Betts deal, the Dodgers took on Betts, but they took on David Price. They relieved $43 million. Soto is going to get a lot of money. Soto is going to get paid probably 33, 34 million in arbitration, right?
Easy.
So you would be relieving the Padres who want to cut payroll from that money and then Cronenworth's money, which is a 7-year deal worth over $80 million.
Yep. Basically.
So you would be doing them a favor. So that's why you don't have to trade away a nice thick package for those guys. That's why you don't have to trade away a Peraza. You can move on from, Pereira, Cabrera, and Clark Schmidt. Just those guys if you're bringing on all that money.
Which I would be okay doing. If we can keep Spencer Jones and Warren or Hampton, I will take that.
Jason,
we're not taking 7 years, 120 million.
Yeah.
7 years, 80 million. It's a little bit more tolerable for me when you can get Soto and keep your number one prospect.
Yeah, but if I'm taking a player like Cronenworth, who's regressed these last 5 seasons, a 680 OPS, if I'm taking him, you're not getting Spencer Jones. There's no way. No way in hell.
No, sir.
You're not getting they would not want him, but you're not getting Will Warren. You're not getting Hampton, Drew Thorpe. No way. Absolutely not.
I'll give you Trey Sweeney for the infield. We got an abundance of infielders. We'll give you some kind of replacement for Cronenworth, right? Along with Pereira and whatever else. But I'm not giving you my gold, my platinum and gold here.
Not if I'm taking on all that money. No way.
No. And some folks saying keep Cabrera. I mean, I understand that.
But God, hold on, Jason. Hold on a minute. I'm so sorry. Hold on. You want to keep Cabrera? If trading Cabrera meant we're getting Juan Soto, guys. If trading Cabrera meant I'm gonna drive him myself.
Yeah.
He can go. If I'm getting Juan Soto, come on. Cronenworth, he could play anywhere too.
Yeah.
So he's not only a second baseman. So it's come on. We're getting Juan Soto. If all they want, all it took, Cabrera, Clark Schmidt, Pereira, they could go.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
You
have to give something up to get something.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to.
Yeah, and it's helping them accomplish their goal of cutting a lot of payroll.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm willing to take him, not a Tatis, like $30 million a year. This is Cronenworth. It's a little bit different. I'll take it if it means I can get Soto and I can keep Spencer Jones. Honestly, I mean, and again.
Yeah, no, Jason, if I'm taking on all that money, no.
Yeah.
Jones is not in that deal.
Hell no.
No way.
There's no way.
If you want to answer Sean C, I don't.
Sean C, thanks so much for the super chat. When you take on a contract type of prospect, you're basically paying that prospect that salary during the controllable years. Not always worth it, but it's our number one prospect, and so far he's looking pretty damn good. So, I would divide it in half. Say we're eating half of Cronenworth's money, and paying Spencer Jones the other half. And again, if Spencer Jones turned out to be a semblance of gives us Volpe production for the next guy for $5 million a year, I'll take that over the next 5 years.
Yeah,
6 years. I mean, that's the type of production that Gleyber Torres is about to get $20 million a year for.
Gleyber, he's going to get paid.
Yeah, if he has another decent year, he's going to get over $20 million a year. That's pretty much a guarantee. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity for them to move him, swap out the contracts. Okay. Get a reliever here, and I know they're scouting this Cuban pitcher now, and you saw Rodriguez, and looks like a pretty big arm from the right-handed side. I get it, but if you can somehow get an Andres Munoz or someone like that from Seattle for Torres and some prospects, it's something you've got to consider. You got a prospect with a pitcher with multiple controllable years on the cheap for the bullpen. You have some moving parts around here, and again, the second base pay outlay is getting smaller here. So by another $4 or $5 million, right, or $6 million, and that difference is basically going to pay for Munoz.
Yeah,
where you can get Spencer Jones for $15, like
yeah. Like with Cronenworth, you have him until he's 36.
Yeah.
But his salary every year, $9 million in year one, $11 million year two, then $12 million, then 12.
Oh,
It's 12 until the very end. He's
yep.
not expensive. It's not an expensive piece. And he's a left-handed bat.
Yep.
So you would throw him maybe 5 to 7 more home runs. So all of a sudden, it's a 15, 17 home run hitter. It's like, come on. It's not the worst, especially if you're getting Mr. Juan Soto. And, we would have to sign him, right? We would have to. The Dodgers did with Mookie Betts.
Yep.
So you have to sign Soto. But if you're telling me all I got to move is a package of those 3 players, I'm doing it every day and 5 times on Sunday.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. There's no way I don't do that.
I'll take Cronenworth if it means I can keep it. Spencer Jones and Chase Hampton. Forget about it.
Absolutely.
Vasquez. I'll give him a Johnny Brito.
Yeah.
All right. If it means we can keep Will Warren or Chase Hampton or Drew Thorpe or our highly touted starting pitching prospects, all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. And people in your chat want Stanton gone. Listen, I get it. No one's going to do the Yankees a favor of taking Giancarlo Stanton. Now, the one thing that I would be happy for about Stanton is he has a chip on his shoulder. And that's the kind of attitude that you want him to have.
Yep.
He's not laying down. He's saying, guys, I'm 33 years old. I could come back. I could be good. So no one's going to do the Yankees a favor of taking Stanton's contract. Nobody is.
Mm-hmm.
I would like him too, but nobody is.
It's true.
We're going to have Stanton, and he's going to try his best to be better. And, I'm going to hope that he will be better. I hope so.
Yeah. And again, if they get guys here, like a Cronenworth, like a Kevin Kiermaier, whoever the hell it might be, a Soda or a Jung Ho Lee, guys that can lengthen this lineup that would take the pressure off of Stanton and take the pressure off of Judge, and you could bat Stanton 6th or 7th instead of 5th or 4th. It creates a different dynamic here. And it takes a little bit of pressure off Stanton. Maybe, like you said, Jeremy, he had a chip on the shoulder, and I like to see him hit a pissed off 30 home runs.
Sure.
I'll take it all day. I don't care if he bats 186. Look at Kyle Schwarber, batted 190 this year, 47 goddamn home runs.
I mean, that's it's if he's gonna hit you almost 50 dingers, the 190's okay.
Yeah, and it's just ADS he has. Adam Dunn syndrome. Adam
Dunn, my gosh, yeah.
So it just happens. I mean, I'll take sub 200 from Stanton if he hits bombs more often. So I'll take it.
Sure.
Shoot. I mean, so what do we got here? Four train. Give him the pie. Okay, here we go. Let me answer that other question. The top international prospect. My apologies there, from Davey. The top international prospect non-Japanese this year. It's Jung Ho Lee from South Korea.
Okay.
The Yankees are scouting him. They are interested, and they floated him as an option to bring in he could essentially be their leadoff hitter. Hits lefty. He draws a lot of comparisons to Ichiro Suzuki. He's got a low strikeout rate, lower than his walks. He has a high on-base percentage rate. He puts the ball in play. So he's basically just what the Yankees need. Okay? And if they got him for leadoff and somehow got Soto, and then you got Judge, I don't care. They could put a high school player bat a 5th. I don't care what it is. That's murder 1 through 3. And then you probably have Rizzo 4th. And then if you get a Kiermaier, you have a Kiermaier 5th, a Stanton at 6th. That really lengthens the lineup out. Okay? So this is possible. It always depends on if Hal's willing to do it. Yeah. You're gonna make these changes, and it's frustrating. It frustrates Joey. It frustrates me too. Like how cryptic they are about it. And what we know now is they're gonna make upgrades to the dining room and their sleeping rooms. Like, oh, okay. Like, all right. You're giving these guys a Peter Luger meal every day, first class meals anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right, but again, And I don't think they're going to tell us, okay, we're making some adjustments to analytics and our medical staff and our training staff and blah blah. This is something we're probably going to find out secondhand, and not from Hal, not from Cashman.
Yeah.
So, so I wouldn't go on expecting them to tell us this stuff. But I hope that it happens. So,
Yeah, I don't know. But let's go to 4-Train. Let's see what he's got to say.
So Jason Joy, I'm giving the Padres Oswaldo, Trey Sweeney, Randy Vasquez, and Elijah Dunn for Soto and Cronenworth. Oswaldo, Trey Sweeney, outfield, infield.
I don't think they do it. I don't think the Padres do it.
Might not be enough.
You would get Clark Schmidt's way more valuable than Vasquez, right?
Yeah.
He's a proven pitcher in the major leagues. He pitched pretty well. They're gonna want Clark Schmidt, and then Pereira, just a higher touted prospect, right? So Pereira, he might be a good outfielder in this league, and that's what they're gonna want. So Cabrera, big league talent as well. So I don't think the Padres would go for that personally. That's not a bad offer. Dunham kind of had a poor year in the minor leagues. He regressed a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would be enough for Soto and Cronenworth. And also too, 4-Train, you also have to think about this too. If the New York Mets come along and they say, here's a little better of a package, or a similar package, but who's this?
Look at who we have.
Who we got? Yo!
Oh, Joe!
What's going on, bro?
What's good,
How you
brother?
doing?
I'm good, bro.
How you doing?
What
the heck was I saying?
We were just talking about this trade proposal. So with the Padres for Soto, there's a suggestion now that the Yankees assume a bad contract to go along with Soto rather than giving up Spencer Jones. So we're assuming Jay Cronenworth, their second base / first baseman, 7 years, $80 million. So it's basically half of what Torres is going to make.
Mm-hmm.
Like some other proposals. So like 4-Train just proposed this. Offer, and I'll put it back on the screen. Giving the Padres Cabrera, because the initial proposal was Clark Schmidt, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Everson Pereira, right? I think those are the three, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is Kershaw from The Athletic or not.
No, it is.
It is, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Kershaw from The Athletic. So we're looking at Cabrera, Sweeney. I would add Trey Sweeney so that you don't have to give up Everson Pereira. Because if you're taking their infielder away, I want to give them an infielder. And I don't want to give them Everson Pereira. I mean, I don't want to give them Oscar Peraza. So I'd give them Trey Sweeney. I think we have a lot of outfielders, and Sweeney's essentially blocked by Volpe and Peraza anyway. So, and then Clark Schmidt and Everson Pereira to go along with Cabrera and Sweeney. Would that be enough in your opinion, Hector? What would you do in this situation?
If we're able to still hold on to Spencer Jones and us eat the money for Cronenworth, I'll do it. Right? If San Diego, if that's how San Diego wants to approach it, because we all know San Diego is trying to cut back on their payroll. If it's a way for the Yankees to bring in Cronenworth to play second base, and then now that we have a second baseman alongside Juan Soto, we then use Gleyber Torres to trade him to Miami. Maybe whatever prospects or maybe whatever pitching you get back from Miami, you could include that in the deal for Juan Soto. So instead of a 2-team deal, it's a 3-team deal now with the Yankees, with San Diego, and with the Miami Marlins. You guys know how much the Miami Marlins are in love with Gleyber Torres for some reason. I know Miami is, I said it on the show earlier today, Miami is a small Cuban community, but it also has the second highest concentration of Venezuelans in the United States. And that's where Gleyber Torres is from Venezuela. So they may be trying to appeal to that Venezuelan audience as well. So it's a great way for us to answer the Juan Soto thing, bring back a replacement for Gleyber Torres, send Gleyber Torres off and just relocate whatever we get back from Miami to San Diego for Juan Soto. I think it's a win-win for all. I think it's a win-win for all three teams because San Diego gets the pitching that they want. They get the payroll relief by getting Cronenworth off of the contract. The Yankees get back Juan Soto. We get back a second baseman to replace Gleyber Torres. And Miami, they get Gleyber Torres.
Some moving parts in here. I like this too.
Yeah.
What else?
That's a lot.
Shout out to everybody.
And we can still hold on to Spencer Jones. Like that's the most important thing about it. holding on to Spencer Jones. Like, we're only going to do this if we could hold on to Spencer Jones.
Yeah.
And if we're going to able to have all those moving pieces, I think that's the perfect scenario for that.
Yeah, no, it's that's the reason why you're taking on Cronenworth is so you don't have to part with the Spencer Jones and your top prospects. That's the reason. And Soto, he'll probably make what, like $33 million because of arbitration. So you're taking on that money. You're taking on Jake's money. So we're not moving Spencer Jones at that point. No way. Because we're taking on what, like $42 million? It's a lot of money. And then you also have the Mets who could swoop in and say, hey, yo, San Diego, I'll take on Cronenworth. Throw in Carpenter, too. I'll take him on. Shed that $5 million. That's the one thing when you're going into these deals and when teams are willing to take on money, there might be a team who may be willing to take on even more money. So that's the problem. If the Mets sweep in and say, hey, we'll take on Carpenter as well, San Diego might go with the Mets offer. So
now, if I can, I just want to just when it comes to the Mets, right? I just want to make this real quick. When it comes to the Mets, for me, the Mets have the prospects when it comes from a position player standpoint. They don't have the pitching prospects, right? They don't have, who are they going to offer? David Peterson? Like they don't have the cachet of pitching like the Yankees can offer, like the Yankees going out there, including Miami. Now, if the Mets want to include a third team and send off some of their position players for some pitching, like the Yankees in a scenario with Miami, they can do that. But when it comes to what they have on their roster, they don't have the extra pitching prospects to make that trade with San Diego. Mikey Mazza, what's up, you handsome sly dog?
Hey,
what's going on, big dog? Joey, how's it going, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah. No, but Hector, really quick but the only thing is with the Mets, if they're willing to take on more money and help San Diego shed more payroll, San Diego could go with them just because they want that, just because the Mets could be willing to eat more money.
True.
So if you're talking, if the Mets want to eat, let's say $5 to $10 more million for San Diego, that might be more enticing for them because now we're talking 48 to 53 million that they could shed, So that's what I'm thinking of. But go on.
What are your thoughts, Mazza?
So, Jason, you and I have talked for quite a while about possible landing destinations for Gleyber Torres.
Yep.
Why haven't we mentioned Seattle? They're losing Colton Wong. They don't have a second baseman. They're in need of another bat, especially if they're going to go hard after Ohtani. So why not try to make a deal for Andres Munoz to get yourself that closer you need? Because we need a closer. Joe, you've been saying that for quite a while. So has Hector. So have Jason. So have I. We need a true bona fide closer, which we do not have. Clay Holmes is too streaky to be a closer. He's a better 7th, 8th inning guy rather than a closer. So why not go out and try and make a deal for Andres Munoz involving Gleyber Torres? Give them a bet. Get us the pitcher that we need. Everybody wins.
How much do you think we'd have to add to Torres to get a Munoz? Because we will have to add to Torres.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the thing.
I don't. They just signed Munoz to an extension. I don't think they'll be getting rid of him.
He's got options through the wazoo. He's not a free agent until 2029.
Yeah.
So on the cheap. So it's going to cost them, if they can pull this off, it's going to cost them a lot.
It'll cut. Yeah, it'll.
Munoz. Like,
would you go after Bednar even?
I mean, I would. Yeah. He'll be cheaper than Munoz.
When is he a free agent, Bednar?
2026.
Okay, so he
has 2 more seasons. Munoz not a free agent until 2029.
Yeah. Gleyber for Bednar. Do they need a middle infielder? The Pirates?
They got Brian Hayes. They have O'Neal Cruz. I don't know who in the hell their second baseman.
And also with Gleyber Torres on his walk year, they're not, Pittsburgh's not going to open the bank up for Gleyber Torres. So they're not going to trade a guy with controllable years for a guy who's close to the free agent. As much as I would do that, Joe, if I'm playing MLB The Show, I'm making that move right now, baby.
Me too. I'm doing it tonight. Let's go.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's an intriguing, intriguing ass trade. Like, I mean, if Seattle got Torres somehow, and maybe we need to take do they have any bad contracts that we could assume? Like,
They don't give contracts to begin with, so no, they don't got any back.
we'll take a couple of your arbitration guys.
Okay, they don't got nothing there.
Yeah, they're about to pay. They're about to spend. If they get, Ohtani is going to close to $500 million. They've got money to spend, so if they do get a guy like Torres and add Ohtani to that, I mean, their lineup looks completely different. So, I'd be watching that if I was Houston Astros and Texas Rangers.
True.
In the AL West. I mean, who else can we get? Like, I mean, Bednar is an interesting possibility. Who else can we get that's got controllable years? We get the Reds closer. I don't know if the Reds are going to trade that closer.
Nah,
they're not going to trade his closer.
Diaz, like, I don't know.
I mean,
Who?
Diaz is a beast, but they're not going to trade him.
Like
Who, Diaz?
Yeah,
No
Diaz,
way.
I don't think they're going to do that.
They're not going to do it.
Absolutely not.
What
They're not
about Jason? What about you? Did put out a video earlier, Jason, talking about that reliever from Cuba that was playing in Japan. You don't think he can translate to either a setup or a closer? His numbers does look good. He has a
It
fastball
looks
that's
like a
hitting
big
the other half of 90.
Rodriguez, which is 26-year-old. We can get. I mean, he's going to be a free agent, and he looks pretty polished. He averages more than a strikeout an inning. It looks like it'd be a big arm. There's 15 teams that went to his workout. Yankees and Mets were two of them. So he's going to be highly touted. But he's a big arm. I mean, you might be. I mean, yeah, he could be a guy that they could get, which would enable them to move Torres instead of a reliever, or just a starter with controllable years too. Or a reliever with controllable years. Because the fact is, they're going to get Scott Efros back. They may non-tender Lee Trevino. So
they still need that closer, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We haven't had a legitimate closer. Like, I'm talking legitimate closer that was locked down since Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
Yes, you had Chapman.
May I yell and scream for like 5 minutes?
Go ahead, Joe. You know I love when you yell and scream.
You might need to mute your mics because it might get picked up. We're the New York Yankees, right? Mazza, if you could just mute it because I think we're just getting echo. Thank you, brother. If we're the New York Yankees and we're talking about we need a closer, you got Josh Hader out there, a 1.2 ERA, 33 saves. Left-handed pitcher. We need a closer. You're the New York effing Yankees. Go out and sign him. We need a left fielder. Go out and get your left fielder. Go out and get Juan Soto. You should be on the phone with San Diego right now. Get Juan Soto in a sign and trade. Lock him up. We're the Yankees. There's a lot we need. We need a damn closer. We shouldn't be saying, oh, Josh Hader, he's going to be too expensive. We're the Yankees. I'm sick of it. Hal, the Yankees are worth $8 or $9 billion. Hector, you made a fantastic point the other day. I believe it was you. The Yankees are worth $8 or $9 billion, and the Metropolitans are worth like $4. Why do the Mets have a much higher payroll than the Yankees? That's what we mean. Hal, I understand he's been spending his money, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Yankees have it in their budget to have a $500 million payroll. And unfortunately, they effed up on quite a few moves that's inflating this payroll. So go out, right your wrongs, get your damn closer. He's available. If you don't, you're a joke. Best bullpen ERA in the league. I understand that. But if we're going to do anything in the playoffs, we need to spend a little money and go out and get a couple of guys. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of this. We're the New York freaking Yankees. And we're talking about, He's too much money. I'm sick of it. Honestly, I'm sick of it. Go sign Candelario, doubles machine. Ship out Gleyber Torres to Mars. I don't care. Put Peraza over there at second base. Anthony Volpe at shortstop. Sign Bellinger or go get Juan Soto. Sign Josh Hader. Sign Yamamoto.
Oh,
We're not a poverty franchise. We're the New York Yankees. This freaking jacket was $80 freaking dollars. That Jeter bat was $200. Would have come on. 2009, we spent money on Burnett, CeCe, Teixeira. It needs that kind of, we need that kind of an offseason. I'm done.
LTP, baby. LTP.
Take control.
Facts. If I can, it's hard to follow behind that mic drop from my guy Joe. It's kind of hard, but I'm gonna try my best. What ticks me, right? Randy Levine, he was just going off complaining about the Tampa Bay Rays and other teams that the Yankees, because of the luxury tax, helped to pay their payroll because of revenue sharing, right? I am sick and tired of people that work for billion-dollar corporations crying poverty, right? I think Randy Levine, those words shouldn't come out your mouth, or you shouldn't be complaining about other people who are getting revenue sharing, because when it comes to the construction of Yankee Stadium, half of that money was New York City taxpayer money that built that stadium, right? Because Yankee Stadium, the field, it took over another public park that was a part of the Parks Department. The field where the Yankees play on, it's listed as a property under the Parks Department. Do you know what that means? That means when there's any renovations, when there's any upkeep to the field, who pays that? New York City Parks Department pays that, not the Yankees. So I don't want to hear the Yankees crying poverty because of whatever their payroll and because of revenue sharing. It makes no sense. Celso, how you doing?
Hey! I just came to, you know what? I was in the chat and I was like, I think Joe needs like a hug and some therapy. Joe, come here. Look, put the bat, step away from the bat.
Therapy, my friend. Hey, Davey. Joe, you spent $80 on a jacket. It's called the write-off, brother.
It's called the write-off.
All right? Listen, like I said, we're the Yankees. We need Josh Hader. We need a pitcher like Josh Hader. Go out and get him. Okay? It's just I'm sick of this. The luxury tax threshold. What are we saying?
Loot the Padres, man. Loot.
They basically stole our money this year.
Yeah.
I went to a Yankee game this year. They stole my money.
Yeah.
Hector, you've got to a few. Jason, you've got. Yep. They stole our damn money.
Yep.
And it's for the first time since 1992. And you're not gonna fix this bullshit. I'm sick of it.
Oh,
come on.
That's a fact.
Subtle changes. Fix it. Don't give me subtle changes. You rat bastard, Hal Steinbrenner, taking advantage of the working man, taking advantage of people like us, you piece of... Listen, he owns the Yankees. God bless him. Guess how much money Hal Steinbrenner spent to own the New York Yankees. Guess how much money he used of his own money to buy the Yankees. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. His father built this organization. His father built this team to what it is worth today. That's why it's worth $8 billion. Not because of Hal, because of George. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, he paid $11 million.
Spend the money. You got that Star Insurance patch. Do you know what, Hal? I don't give a crap anymore.
Joe, did you ever think,
jerseys?
Joe, you've been doing
$200 million worth of patches.
Joe, you've been doing Yankees content for a long time. Hector, you as well. Jason, did you ever think we would be in an offseason during the playoffs without our Yankees in it? And here's the conversation we're having. If we're going to actually spend freaking money, The New York Yankees, like the fact that I have to end this conversation with you guys later and sit here and be like, this mother sucker might actually not spend any money, but you'll throw money at guys like Josh Donaldson? Get the freak out. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Joe, I jumped in just to give you a break. People in the chat are worried you're gonna have an aneurysm. Things are about to get crazy. So I'm glad you calmed down for a second. But let me hype you back up again. Joe.
God, my neighbors are gonna call the cops.
The games that I went to with Hector, the games I went to with Hector, I had more fun spending my money on the food and then being pissed off that I was spending money on the food, on the ticket that I spent to watch the shit show that was the Yankees in 2023.
Those dry ass tenders.
They, you know what? Those things actually
They may be dry,
at least did something
but them
for
shits
me.
slap. I ain't gonna lie. They may be dry, but they do be hitting.
I was disappointed.
The
ones at Giant Stadium were better.
All right,
That's
so
what
I
they have on
gotta,
their goods. Isn't that like $25 million they're getting just the loan off of that?
yeah, just off of food and merchandise. I was about to say I'm glad Joe put the bat down for this, but the Yankees, the Yankees, when it comes to attendance this season for 2023, the Yankees had 3,269,016 people enter that stadium. The average ticket price for the New York Yankees is $135. You times that by the amount of people that walked into the stadium, the Yankees made $441,317,160 off of ticket sales alone. Last year, for 2022, the New York Yankees made over $400 million when it comes to merchandise sales, t-shirts, jerseys, jackets, etc. That right there is close to $1 billion.
Okay, now that I hear that, Joe, go ahead. Now I want you to hold the bat.
I'm gonna break this can.
No, we need you, Joe.
I'm gonna
need you.
I'm gonna end up drinking it. That's what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna end up drinking it.
Yeah.
Listen,
we haven't even mentioned food.
I don't know.
Drinks.
My blood pressure.
We haven't mentioned food. We haven't mentioned the Yes Network. We haven't mentioned the MLB contract when it comes to ad revenue. We haven't mentioned parking. None of that.
So.
You know, I came to have a good time, and I didn't realize my blood pressure was going to go through the roof.
So what does this say, ladies and gentlemen? What does this say?
Some Warren Buffett shit, man. Damn.
Spend the money.
No excuses.
Juan Soto shouldn't be anywhere else but in pinstripes in 2025. Spend the money.
Yeah, get him.
If we get him in a trade a year earlier, fine. But spend. Act like you're the Yankees. If it's gonna take taking on Carpenter's contract too, act like you're the Yankees. Please, Hal. You put Juan Soto in that lineup, that 400 on base percentage, put him in front of Aaron Judge. You do that, Judge is gonna look like Lou Gehrig out there driving in 150 runs a year. Please.
Easy.
Put Juan Soto in that lineup. You have the money to do it. Cronenworth, that 680 OPS, because of Yankee Stadium, goes up to 750. His home runs increase to 1720. I'm telling you, because of Yankee Stadium. Granderson took advantage of it. Soto will take advantage of it. Come on. What are we doing? We're the Yankees. We're the Yankees. Spend a little bit of money. You have some crap to fix. Spend some money.
Here's my
Just
problem.
because you have Donaldson's $6 million buyout, you have $15 million tied up in Donaldson and Hicks. Do not put that on us and not improve the team. Improve the team. Stop it.
Damn, you just Miyagi'd us, man. You just Miyagi'd us. Damn.
It's the truth.
Tell him, Jigga.
It's the truth. I was literally gonna say, and then he jumped right into the Donaldson and Hicks, and I was literally gonna say. I mean,
when it comes down to it, the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner, and I've said this on my show, he's been embarrassed these past 2 years. That's the only. I have no faith in Brian Cashman. The only faith I have is the fact that Hal Steinbrenner was embarrassed, and when a billionaire gets embarrassed, they spend money, and they spend money very stupidly. So hopefully Hal Steinbrenner spends money this offseason. What Hal Steinbrenner and the Yankees need to do is they need, Joe, I love you, Joe. They need to sign checks that are going to feel very uncomfortable this offseason. If you have to sign Yamamoto for $200+ million, even though he hasn't pitched in the major league and may be uncomfortable, but it's necessary this offseason. The same thing with Cody Bellinger. If you don't want to trade for Juan Soto and you want to sign Cody Bellinger, it may be uncomfortable to open up that checkbook for Cody Bellinger, but you have to get uncomfortable this offseason to fix the mistakes that have been done over the past several years.
But you know what, Heck? It goes back to what you have said before on the Yanks, Brew. And I know Jason has said it. I'm pretty sure everybody has. It goes back to the fact that even though we can sit here and say he's been embarrassed over the last 2 years, here's the issue. We have not stopped buying tickets. We have not stopped buying merch. We have not stopped supporting our team. So as much as he can sit there and be embarrassed, at the end of the day, he sits there like Scrooge freaking McDuck. He's sitting back and he's like, all right, like picture, what's Mr. Krabs, right? SpongeBob. He's sitting there, he's going, money, 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 money. He's like, these sons of bitches sat here and watched Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks. They watched us go in without a left fielder. We put them through Clay Holmes. Like, this is what he literally is sitting there saying at the end of the season. He's saying, what was that number again, Hector? Ticket sales?
400, over $400 million.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if they'll do it again next season if we do absolutely nothing. Guess what? We will.
My blood.
And it's ridiculous.
Jason, do me a solid. Put up JJ's comment, please.
Oh, I saw it. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I'm coming.
Step away from the raid, Joe. Step away from the raid.
Oh, here we go. Get ready for the fire here. Soto. White Harper's hurt? Oh,
Harper's hurt? I'll look it up right now, Jason.
we don't need him and we can't afford him. He will be a free agent and will last for $500 million. Joe, it's becoming a nuts. It's not your money, is it? Yankees have too many holes.
All right. First off, JJ, if you wanna call me a nut, you just messed that up. Your grammar's piss poor on that. First of all. Second of all, we don't need him. Is he a left-handed bat? Yes or no? Hector, Jason, is he? Jigga, is he? He's a left-handed bat. The Yankees apparently can't afford them. Is that true? Yes or no? Is that true?
They can afford anyone they want.
They can afford him.
What on earth are you talking about, JJ? I see you in the comments on my videos, and thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. But what on earth are you saying? We don't need him and we can't afford him. It's not my money. It's not my money. It's not my money. It's not my money. Look at that freaking bat I spent my hard-earned money on. This was given away at Yankee Stadium. His head just fell off. Yankee Stadium, JJ. The Yankees could afford him. They sucked up my money. They sucked up Kentucky. You're taking my money, my hard-earned money that I bust my ass for, that my wife busts her ass for. They've taken it. They pissed on it. And you're a fool, Yankee fans. You're a fool. That's how I feel.
Thanks for stopping by, JJ.
JJ, we need him. Is he a left-handed bat, JJ? Is he? That is a hole that we have. Left field is a hole. He fills a hole, a very big one. He becomes arguably one of our best offensive players in that lineup immediately, JJ. So, JJ, before you make a comment, make sense, please.
Also,
you made me break Andy.
I
didn't want to break.
Don't hurt
To put
Andy.
this out there, Soto's also a generational player, and he will change the face of a franchise for years to come. So
Can anybody
that's
think of a
just
better
add-on.
left-handed option than Juan Soto?
No. We missed out. We missed out on him, and his name was Bryce Harper. You cannot miss out on Juan Soto. You cannot miss on Juan. Ever since Juan Soto has been in the league, he has had an on-base percentage over 400. The only season he didn't was the pandemic season. He had a 386 on base, a 388 on base percentage. Every season he's been in the big leagues, he has had an on-base percentage over 400. You put him in front of Aaron Judge, who led Major League Baseball in solo home runs these past couple of seasons because nobody could get on base. You put Juan Soto in front of him, Aaron Judge is coming to his at-bat 40% of the time with someone on first or second because of Juan Soto.
There it is.
Listen, I'm so broken, right? I'm not even ready to sign Soto.
I love you, Joe.
I just want to hear that we actually have a meeting with him, okay? Because we know we don't even like having meetings with top guys like Bryce Harper. So baby steps for me. Let me just see one report that says we are having a meeting with Soto, okay? Yeah. Baby steps. We're going to get there. Just little crawling steps.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and like Billy Branch just put, what are the holes? I think referencing to JJ, what are the holes? We need a starter, we need a reliever or two, and an outfielder. Like, the Yankees should be able to fix that. And like I said earlier on Yanks Morning Brew, what the hell happened to the evil empire? We've turned into Spaceballs. The evil empire is non-existing no more. We've turned into the laughing stock of Major League Baseball. When the Yankees lost, there was a video going around on Yankees Twitter. When the Yankees lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks back in 2001, after they lost Game 7 of the World Series, you saw George Steinbrenner's face, and George Steinbrenner said, I'm going to spend this offseason. What did he do? He went out there and he signed Jason Giambi. Granted, we didn't win any World Series with Jason Giambi. I understand that. But he saw we needed to improve the team, and he spent the money to improve the team.
Yeah, and nothing to like when 2009, they got Teixeira, right? They got CC, they got Burnett, right? CC was $161, Burnett 82, Teixeira was 180. It's about $430 million, right? Soto's going to cost that by himself. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the fact is, the Yankees are 3 times worth what they were in 2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like Mark Watson just put in there, 25 years old, once in a lifetime player that is made for Yankee Stadium, wants to be at Yankee Stadium. Bring me that Dominican flavor where it belongs, right there in the Bronx. It'd be fantastic. How is it not happening? How's even a question?
Also, if you remember when he came to Yankee Stadium with the Padres, he hit a 432-foot bomb. So you imagine what he does with Judge in that lineup? Forget it. Hector is absolutely 100% on the money with that. With Soto in front of Judge, it gives Judge protection. Also, who would you rather pitch to, Judge or Soto?
Neither.
Neither of them.
And then you think about it, Juan Soto, he hit 35 home runs in a ballpark. 81 of those games were in San Diego, one of the toughest ballparks to hit a home run. When Juan Soto got traded to San Diego, him and Josh Bell was out there and was like, wow, it's going to be hard to hit some home runs. There was that video circulating around. You put Juan Soto in Yankee Stadium, 81 games out of the season, him having to go to the American League East, to Fenway Park, to Baltimore, to Toronto, Juan Soto will hit over 40 home runs. Curtis Granderson turned into an MVP candidate coming over to the Bronx and playing in Yankee Stadium. Just imagine what Juan Soto would do.
It's freaking custom made for Soto. Stadium. Made for this guy.
I mean, it's custom made for Harper too.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Like, even this kid from South Korea, Jung-Ho Lee, not a power guy, but I could see him hitting probably 20 home runs. Freaking Yankee Stadium as a leadoff guy. He's a guy that will hit the ball in gaps. The Yankees have good gaps there for these guys to run. And if you get a guy like him for leadoff and you get a Soto, the pitchers are going to have nobody to pitch around.
Yeah.
Right? When you start building this lineup the way it should be built. I'm not going to want to pitch around Soto to get the Judge. I'm not going to want to pitch the Judge to get the next guy. You're going to have the bases loaded all the time.
The other thing about Soto is he hits to all fields, which is nice.
Yes.
And he's a lefty bat. So knowing that he's a lefty bat that hits to all fields, that right there screams, get me. Get me. Get me.
We're dying for a left-handed batter, man. We know how bad we need it. And literally, he checks off every box. And again, JJ, you know, we're coming at you, and it's all fun and games. You know, we love you being in the chat. You know, and you said it yourself. The thing is, we don't believe that Hal's going to spend the money. And that's where we're at. right? How can we sit here and the conversation be that we're not going to spend the money?
Yeah.
Like, and let me ask you guys, Jason, I want to ask you, seeing Bryce Harper do what he's doing, that has to burn their asshole a little bit, right? Like, man, we should have talked to that guy. Like, you would hope that gives them a little bit more of a push to be like, yeah, let's not mess up. Let's go do this now.
There's basically a handful of players. I'm going to name them off. Ellie De La Cruz, Pablo Acuna, Juan Soto, Garrett Cole, and Bryce Harper. Those players, when they're on the field and when they're on TV, I cannot walk away from the TV. I have to watch them. Even if I have to take a dump, I'm holding it in. Watch these guys. Okay? Because these are the types of guys that you're mesmerized by playing. Like Bryce Harper would be a historical figure in Yankee Stadium as a member of the Yankees. So, yeah, do I think we missed out on him? Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, he would have looked awesome in pinstripes. Okay, and he's the type of guy that could be a historical impact. If he doesn't have that impact, Bryce Harper would have it too. So would Juan Soto. Since we missed out on Harper, again, like Hector said, we cannot miss out on Soto yet. We can't do it. We can't do it.
Yeah. Jason, sorry to cut it short. I'm sorry to cut it short just because I got a dip. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I'm just glad that, Jason, you sent the link. I appreciate anytime you invite me to come on a panel. Joe, you know I love you, my guy. Mikey Mazza. My guy Mazza is the only person I know that be calling in airstrikes while he's on stream on YouTube. Right? That's he's the only person I know that be doing that. But appreciate the chat. Jason, like always, I appreciate you, my guy.
No, brother.
Yeah, and I'm going to follow suit here. I just had to jump on and make sure that Joe didn't have an aneurysm while I was in the chat. Jason, love you guys.
Love you, bro.
We doing something tomorrow? Was that tomorrow?
Potentially, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying because I already told everybody Friday night I had some shit to do.
The fire panel tomorrow night.
All right. So, Joe, save some of this for tomorrow night, bro, because I'm coming in and I'm going to give my best Joe impression tomorrow. I'm going to come in. Later, guys. Appreciate you.
Later, brother. I mean, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
And let me get to Chris. I got to get Chris some love because this is the type of offseason, like trade Torres to manage for Garrett, sign Yamamoto, Bader, Lee, and Candelario. I mean, Bader, Lee, and Candelario. I don't know if they're going to do that many, but trade for Soto because you won't need Bader and Lee if you trade for Soto.
I think I agree with you, Jason. They don't need to get Bader, but I do think a nice addition, and you had put this out a while ago, would be Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah.
I think they will end up getting Kiermaier only because it'll give what's his name, Dominguez, some time to recover. They don't have to rush him back. They can sign Kiermaier for 2 years, let Dominguez recover, do his rehab, do all of what he needs to do to get back and healthy. You get a Juan Soto, and then you have Dominguez to be mentored by Juan Soto. Do you know how much that would improve Jason Dominguez from where he is now? You think of where Dominguez is now, and if he's got a guy like Juan Soto to look up to, 5-6 years down the line, he's going to be twice the player that he is now.
And you get Kevin Kiermaier here. He's a serious player. He was surrounded by a lot of clowns in Toronto this year.
Yeah.
Yankees have a pretty serious team. So I think you lengthen this lineup, you add a guy like Kiermaier in there, it would only help him too. Even though he's 33, I still think we get some pretty good production out of him. And you can bat him 6th. That's Stanton 7th, right? Yep. Freaking Peraza 8th, Austin Wells 9th. You could do this in a way that enables you to have a whole length lineup from 1 to 9. Yep. It would be really difficult on pitchers. So Kiermaier is a good one. I'd rather him punishing Toronto as a member of the Yankees than punishing the Yankees as a member.
And punishing Tampa because he played for Tampa for a number of years and killed us when he was with Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy, he feasts on American League East, man. So
he's got that experience, and that's what we need.
Yep.
Plus, he's fast. He's fast as all hell too. So he can steal you a couple bases if you need him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you do a lot of these things. Here we go. We got JJ again here. Steve Cohen will stick it to Hal and outbid him for Yamamoto, Lee, and next year Juan Soto. I doubt that.
I highly doubt that, JJ. I can tell you right now, and I want to bring this up because he just opened his door. this is not to poke fun at anyone, but if you remember when Tanaka was posted, when the Yankees sent Cashman and all of the high-end executives out to go see Tanaka, that was the same year that we ended up signing him. They don't say that they're serious about someone if they're sending out Brian. They're not just saying that they're serious and not doing anything, if they're sending Brian Cashman and all those high-end executives out, which is what they did with Yamamoto on the day that he pitched a no-hitter, mind you. So if there's one thing that we can guarantee, say, or not guarantee, but we can say, is that they are serious about Yamamoto. So we can't say that Steve Cohen is going to outbid him, especially if the Yankees sent Cashman and there's like 2 or 3 more executives out to Japan to watch Yamamoto pitch and to scout him themselves. And Joe, you brought that up too on one of the videos that you made, which was Cashman going out there. So that's a statement to be made.
Yeah. And he outbid everybody for these big guns, right? These mercenaries, Scherzer, Verlander. Did any of them work?
No. That's why Scherzer went to Texas and Verlander went back to Houston.
Yeah. So I think the Yankees are going to, I mean, if it's just Yamamoto and Lee, I'll take Yamamoto and Lee. But they have, like Joey said too, they have the resources. They have the ability to freaking go get Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Get Juan Soto.
I mean, like,
you could get
this
Lee
is
and
over
Juan
now.
Soto.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. I mean, next year, you're going to give him the huge outlay, right? You can either give him 3 replaceable prospects now, or next year he's going to get a qualifying offer. You give international money and 2 draft picks and the monster contracts. Which one do you choose?
I'd rather give the 3 prospects.
Yeah.
The 3 prospects, and then and Jason, I loved your idea about the whole sign him to, a 5 to 9-year deal with that opt out after the 5th year.
Give him a 10-year deal with an opt-out after 5. And if he goes back out on the market at 30 to cash in again, I give him deuces. 5 prime years of skill any day.
Yep, absolutely, 100%.
Thank you. What's up, NFTs in the house? NFTs here. What is good?
Jay, I don't mean to cut this short. I also got to run. I got to get back to work. Joe, as always, love your stuff, love your channel. Thanks you so much. Jason, thank you for having me on.
Watch your 6, bro. Talk to you later.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Later, brother. What are your thoughts, Joey?
You still got me, Jason. I'm not leaving yet till the stream's over. But what do I think? A lot was said.
Yeah, a bunch said. And then this is what happens. Like, there's a lot of information being tossed around out there. So
yeah,
how could a lot not be said?
Yeah, it's like as far as Juan Soto goes, what we're mentioning about the Yankees taking on money and stuff, that was just something that Chris Kirshner said. It was just an idea. And it's a good idea, but the Yankees never said anything. No one ever said anything.
No.
So it's it's a good idea. It's something that I would love them to do. Will they do it?
No idea.
No. To be realistic, if we're gonna be realistic, Jason, I think all they do is Yamamoto. If I'm gonna be realistic, I think all they do is Yamamoto. I don't think they do anything else.
Nothing else?
Maybe a couple minor league signings. But that's my point, Jason. That's my point. We're the Yankees. We need more than that. And you have the money to go out and get more than that, right? Yeah. You could go out and fill a couple of holes. You could go out, strengthen the back end of that bullpen, go out, get a left-handed hitter or 2, go out, get your starting pitcher. But, it's...
I don't like pulling up to the dollar store in a Rolls Royce. Right?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be wise for the Yankees to actually put their money where the mouth is and invest in their product here. Invest wisely in their product.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what anybody's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Jason, I don't even know how to put on my pants in the morning. That's how much the Yankees stress me out. Jason, look at my hair. I got some hair on the sides, not really anything up here. Right? The Yankees, I went thin at the age of 18 years old. I was 18. Then I had to start shaving. The Yankees, I blame it on them. I blame it on the Yankees.
This is what happens, man.
Them.
You know, this is what happens when if for guys like us, we take this stuff personally. We take it to heart because we're diehard fans, we're real fans. Like Billy Branch here too. Here, let me pull up Clemenza here. This is Clemenza. All right, leave the gun, take the cannoli. No, Clemenza's starting to feel a little bit deflated when Hal talks about the. Yeah, I mean, focus.
I agree, Billy.
Brass in Tampa. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not surprised he was totally cryptic. Like he's always cryptic, and he's not going to tell you what you want to hear. He never does. Neither does Cashman. So like, we did some things. We talked about some stuff. That's like as best you can expect from these guys, right? And he leaves up to us to be like, "What the fuck is the thing? What are you talking? What?" And then people make up whatever things and stuff are. He was talking about this shit, that shit. Like nobody knows. So then all of a sudden, oh my god! And all of a sudden, just rumors just start floating around. So, but you totally. I mean, I agree with you, Billy. I'm with you there. And again, like what we know right now in terms of the changes that they're going to make are to the dining room and to the sleep areas. That's what we know is going to be made right now. We don't even heard anything about analytics, medical team, training staff, player development, scouting. We haven't heard any of this.
I can't.
And I doubt we will. We'll come up with some breaking news or the Yankees hire a new scout or whatever. Like we don't know.
The dining area.
Yeah.
These guys are zillionaires. He's gonna improve the dining area for them.
Yeah.
He's gonna so after the game, after they lose, they could go in there, get their milk and cookies, sit down, relax. Aaron Boone will tell them all a story and say, "Hey guys, you struck out 23 times today, but it'll get better tomorrow. I believe in you, Aaron. DJ LeMahieu, I believe in you. Volpe, I'll tuck you in later, buddy. Don't you worry. It's gonna be okay, guys. Everything will be okay in Yankee land. You know why? Because you're just gonna put a smile on and pretend that everything's gonna be okay. Because in reality, Jason, everything's not okay. This is a mess. Everything is a mess. This whole thing is a mess. Mess.
Yep.
A mess. The whole thing's a mess. Improving the dining room for what? Thank you for letting us know, Hal. But honestly, Jason, I don't think you care. I sure don't care. I don't think anybody in your chat cares. What we care about is improving the quality on the field. That's what we care about.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about the dining room. I don't want to hear about the sleeping. I don't want to hear any of it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
They serve first-class meals. We know this already. They know they're notorious for this.
They should. You're the Yankees.
Yeah. Everything from freaking lobster rolls to lamb chops, everything you can think of, they serve before the game. So, like, you're eating good. It's not like you're eating high school sloppy joes or pizza and potato salad on top and that kind of shit. No, you're eating good stuff.
I want some potato salad now. My mom makes great potato salad.
So does my mom.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I want some potato salad. Oh, jeez. Holy crap.
Like, I don't really care if they're sitting on a regular chair or one of these Pottery Barn reclining Manhattan seats. Like,
yeah,
they can eat good stuff. You're gonna go stretch and get ready for the game and do what? Like, the hell's the difference? I mean, I'll sit on the floor and eat. I don't give a shit. Like, if I'm playing for them, I'll eat it on the floor.
I'll eat on the floor.
I don't care.
Yeah,
while I'm eating, I'll stretch. So, like, I'm gonna be loose for either way. Like this type of stuff is irrelevant, but like training people, we need people who are going to keep these guys healthy because they suffer more injuries than everybody else in Major League Baseball. It's not even close, right? So 2 outs and 1 to go for the Phillies. 1 out left. Joe Mike Consiglietti. The Phillies are about to close out the friggin' Braves. Wow,
good for them. I'm happy for them.
I'm hearing Bryce Harper got hurt.
Apparently, he came back into the game. Joel mentioned it earlier.
That dude is a gamer, man. He's tough as nails.
Yeah, he is. He should be a Yankee.
Yeah,
that's
he look really cool in pinstripes, man.
I mean, he should be a Yankee, Jason. I'm You know, it's almost like, honestly, I have to be honest, the Phillies are what the Yankees should be.
Yeah.
Look who they have on their team. You have Kyle Schwarber, free agent signing. Castellanos, free agent signing. Bryce Harper, free agent signing. Trey Turner, free agent signing. All of them. Zach Wheeler, free agent signing. Yeah. You know, it's Rob Thompson's their manager. Once upon a time, we had Rob Thompson in-house. And they just said no. So it's just like, you know, the Phillies are what the Yankees should be. That's my opinion.
Yes, this is a hungry, tough, focused team who clearly shows that they love playing with each other on the field in the game, and they hate losing as much as they love winning. So that's the type of team that we need the freaking Yankees to be. And like that fire that you see in Philly, man, it's
crazy.
Yeah,
I wish it was here. I wish it was here, you know.
Wait, saying Stanton for Harper. I mean, shit, I would do Stanton for Harper. Like, come on.
No, I don't think doing that. Like, I'm sorry. The Yankees would in 2 seconds.
Oh God, yeah. Phillies would hang up on us.
The Phillies will say, "I'm never talking to you again."
Yeah. They have our city. Don't eat any more cheesesteaks. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, get out of here.
Shit. Get out of here, jabroni.
Yeah.
Like, if we signed Turner, word life, we signed Turner, we could have used all of our, film prospects for him. I mean, we could have. I mean, I would have liked Corey Seager over Trey Turner personally. If we were going to get any one of these guys, but the Yankees were clearly locked in on like a Volpe, and now they're sticking with him.
No, the sad thing is about that, Jason, you literally had you could have signed Corey Seager, right? And then you could have flipped Anthony Volpe or Peraza, whoever, for Matt Olson. It could have been done so easily, and they just didn't do it.
Yep.
You know, so like Corey Seager, that's your shortstop. Matt Olson, that's your first baseman. It's just, I don't know. It's a shame.
Yeah. Bowie is asking us here, what do we think the top 5 players we need in signing or trades, but not trade Torres?
So keep Torres on the team?
So the top 5 guys we need if we're going to keep Torres on the team.
Okay.
Yamamoto is one.
Yamamoto, sure.
If we're going to keep Torres, then we're going to be keeping that payroll. So
Juan Soto.
Yeah, Juan Soto's got to be there. 2. I'm going for Josh Hader.
Yeah, if you want to go sexy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna
go Yamamoto, Hader, Soto, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, another starter. So Yamamoto,
maybe
starter.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'd probably say Kiermaier, another veteran in the outfield.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
it won't be that expensive. I mean, that's if we're not going to trade Torres, and that kind of forces them to go to free agency route.
If we keep Torres, then maybe you package up Peraza.
Yeah.
If you're keeping Torres.
Yeah.
What's the point? You know, then if you're keeping Torres, you're kind of saying, okay, we may want to re-sign him.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying too. And honestly, Jason, if we could put Torres at DH, I would re-sign him. I really would. I don't care.
I would too.
And just have him focus on being a hitter. That's it.
Yeah. I would too.
We can't do that because of Giancarlo.
Shit, model. You figure out a way to move Stanton, man. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's just they won't.
No, they will not.
They won't.
No.
You know,
and yeah.
And Billy mentioned, he goes, the Braves were the best team in baseball. They'll be watching the postseason from the couch.
Both 100 win teams, the Braves and the Dodgers, are both gone. The only 2 101 teams in baseball are gone.
Think about this too. Texas won, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these are wild card teams, aren't they? All of them are wild card teams,
with the exception of Houston Astros.
Yeah. So what does that tell you with the structure right now? It doesn't favor the higher seeds.
No, it doesn't.
So they might have to because Jason, then what the hell's the point? Then teams are going to tank through the season just so they can hit the wild card so that they don't have to have those days off. Maybe that's what the Phillies did. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because the Phillies just outclassed Atlanta. They really did. The Phillies played so well. And good for them.
They're on a
Happy
roll.
for them. I hope they win the whole thing. I hope they do. Because I want Bryce Harper. If I'm Bryce Harper, who grew up a New York Yankee fan, if I'm Harper, my goal in life is to prove the Yankees wrong.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
That's my goal in life, is to show the Yankees you made a mistake by not signing me.
Mm-hmm.
You made I could have played first base for you. You made a mistake.
Yep. A big one.
You know?
I'm going to go to Hall of Fame in a Phillies uniform.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, would you trade for Dylan Carlson from the Cards? I think the only guy I would trade from the Cards would be Brandon Donovan. He's a better version of Dylan Carlson. More expensive, but a better version of it. Another high on base percentage, low strikeout guy who can play multiple positions. So.
Yeah. And also too, me and my cousin were talking about it earlier. It's like, are the Phillies just built for the playoffs? Right? Like, are they built for the playoffs? I think so.
They got to look at the guys that they have. If Kyle Schwarber gets hot,
I know.
Then everybody else is hot. Castellanos, Harper, Turner, they're all hot. If Schwarber gets hot with them, forget about it. It's going to be murder to get through this freaking.
I know, it's crazy. It's nuts.
Murder.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous. Will we ever forgive the Astros?
I'm all for forgiveness, to be completely honest with you. I am.
Yeah, I mean, you can forgive him, but I don't know if he'll forget it. So
you can't forget.
No.
You would be a fool. You have to use some wisdom.
Yep.
But at the same time, too, it's whatever. A-Rod cheated his ass off. You know, Giambi cheated. The Yankees might have cheated. You know, like there were those allegations. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm sorry if that upsets people, but it's true. And Evan Roberts, he said something hilarious earlier, Jason. He thinks that Altuve was a better player, had a better career than Derek Jeter so far.
Yeah, and I was looking that stuff up, and Jeter had a 308 career postseason average with like 100,000 games in postseason. Altuve had 270 with a third of the amount of the games. Jeter outperformed him in almost every metric. Yeah. So I don't know how you can make Derek Jeter look pedestrian.
Derek Jeter, like you said, career 300 batting average, had 3,400 hits, almost 3,500 hits, sixth all time. Come on, put a little respect on his name, please.
Yeah.
He's not some schmuck. He's one of the best hitters that ever played the game of baseball. So please, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
Altuve can feast off of Aroldis Chapman all he wants, but again, I don't see any of that scarlet letter on Derek Jeter from the cheating. That's all over Altuve. So
yeah, Jeter is just a class act all the way around. You never know what the guy's thinking. You have no idea. It's just you never know. You know, he's just a class act. I wish there were more of him. And I think Aaron Judge is like a Jeter. I really do. That's why I love Aaron Judge so much.
Total pro.
And, you know, I don't know, Jason. I'm really sad.
I'm sad too, man. Yeah, as much as this is great baseball and playoffs, but I'm sad the Yankees aren't in there and not having some of these guys that are contributing heavily in the freaking postseason.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me really – the Yankees got to redeem themselves this offseason, man. They really, really do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to beat it with these guys.
I know. Texas says, Joey, the potato salad is great. I am so glad that you're enjoying it. Keep enjoying it, brother. Enjoy. Have fun.
Today's Texas' 70th birthday.
Oh, shoot. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Happy birthday.
Yes,
70. Damn. God bless you.
Milestone.
70th birthday. Whew.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
For making it that far.
Yeah, seriously. Happy birthday. All the best to you. We love you, man. We love you.
Yeah.
And again, we'll wrap this up and let you guys and gals go.
Oh, man.
You know. By the way, if there's any ladies in here, and if you haven't seen Magic Mike the video, look at Joey and I. There's no difference
Wow.
between us and
Jake.
Magic Mike. Right?
That's nice of
So-
you.
We're
I appreciate
We're
that.
being modest. I should have said it when Jig and Hector were on it too, and Mazza.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you say that? Great
I
opportunity.
just thought about it now. I'm not known for my intelligence and my quickness.
It's okay. That's fine. It's okay.
But
get
yeah, you guys have a great night. Peace and love to all these. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate you, Texas, for the support, and everybody else for your support. Joey, thank you for coming on, man. You're always welcome.
I
here,
love
brother.
it. Always have fun with you. Thank you for
Tomorrow,
having me.
tomorrow we'll have the open panel. We'll get some more craziness going. You're obviously welcome to come on that too. Our wives will definitely kill us in a fee. But again, if we're making a lot of money for our wives,
Yeah.
they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that money, though, that stack of money's for me. Here you go, honey. Go buy yourself something nice.
You're a piece of work.
We're out of the doghouse immediately. So,
Yeah.
but peace and love to all of you.
All right, guys.
Joey, I'll
Thank
see you on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.